Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo September 11, 2023. Feel the sparkle in your heart, your planetary ruler, soaring like a slingshot and dazzling through the sky. You could throw your hands up in the air to feel like you are flying as she zooms through your solar house of friendships, aspirations, and online dating. This is a gorgeous period until October 8th, when you can strut your stuff like a power couple about town with your one and only. However, if single, consider asking out a cute acquaintance or socializing. You may bump into someone who creates a fire in your heart. Be optimistic about what could happen with your career path. It is time to address any lingering wounds surrounding your professional path and commitments when the domicile moon in Cancer squares Chiron retrograde in Aries. Nurturing your career is not easy, especially if you need to let go of certain issues with your arrangements and partnerships. Although the square can be stressful, you may feel like this is the perfect time to address residual issues in your commitments to move forward on a healthier, happier foot with your career path. It is just as the Sun, still 12 days away from leaving your financial sector, is separating from a friendly aspect to Jupiter that Mercury is coming to a standstill in his last weekend in retrograde motion here. With the Sun still looking to the future, but with Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, now in retrograde motion as well, this has helped to fuel your financial confidence but also sharpened both your hindsight and foresight. When you meet with internal resistance to your daily health practices, immediately suspend judgment. You are allowed to eat anything you want, and to spend your time in any way you see fit. There will be days when you will see fit to sit on the couch and watch TV. It is important to refrain from judging yourself. The next day you may want to drink a lot of water to clear the mucus buildup which dairy causes, or to address other effects of your behavior. Learn to do so without passing judgment. This is going to be a good day if you take the bull by the horns. Indeed, you will need to get around some obstacles before entering this more favorable phase which the current vibrations have outlined. Everything hinges on the fact that you are a fighter, so the vagaries of daily life have never impeded you from making your projects concrete. You don't get discouraged easily. This is true in your sentimental life as well, where harmony and success will be dominant. Away from the noise of the working week, the moon's monthly visit is giving you a chance to listen to your professional instincts and imagination without overthinking things, while giving you a jump on the new working week before it begins. However, this won't get in the way of all that the weekend has to offer, which includes embracing Venus' first weekend in direct motion in your friendship sector, while also answering a general call for time out to hear yourself think and to reflect. This is something that the final weeks of your old solar are already calling for. With Venus, the planet of love, spending her first weekend back in direct motion in a social and serendipitous part of your chart, there was always going to be some magic in the air today. While it is the moon's return tomorrow that will make it even easier to listen to cues that can put you in the right place at the right time, as Venus aligns with Juno, the queen of commitment, the resolve to follow your heart can lead to serendipitous moments and/or encounters. Our eyes in the sky. Jupiter finds itself in retrograde motion, a rare occurrence in your income sector, marking the first time in 12 years. But it isn't alone. Uranus also recently embarked on its retrograde journey in this sector, and this cosmic pause might linger for several weeks. This presents a unique opportunity for you to recalibrate and find your bearings as the focal point shifts. Simultaneously, Mercury is in the final throes of its retrograde motion in your work sector, adding depth to this cosmic interplay. As Mercury slows to a crawl during its last weekend in retrograde motion in your work sector, it beckons you to take a valuable pause. The spotlight now turns to the past, granting you a chance to revisit opportunities, embrace second chances, and explore untapped income potential. Although both Jupiter and Uranus are still in the early stages of their retrograde journeys in your income sector, it will be some time before they pick up speed and retrace ground they've already covered. However, keep an eye out for subtle signs of movement in the financial realm. This coincides with Mercury's languid pace, mirroring the slow progress of Jupiter and Uranus. Together, they hold the door open to the past, beckoning you to seize second chances and discover untapped potential, both in your income and job sectors. This juncture marks a moment of cosmic synchrony, where time seems to stand still, allowing you to reflect, reassess, and ultimately unlock the hidden opportunities that lie in both your financial and professional domains. Today, the Cancer moon aligns with Uranus in retrograde, setting off electrifying energies that reverberate through our earthly existence. Under this cosmic influence, we're granted the freedom to embrace our genuine selves and express our deepest emotions without the shackles of judgment. Our heartfelt words find their way into the world, unburdened by the fear of being misunderstood. It's a day when our emotions become an open book, and we can speak our truth with unwavering sincerity. In the realm of relationships, you might find yourself entangled in minor disagreements with your friends. It's essential to keep these differences in perspective. They are but minor squabbles that pose no real threat to the solidity of your friendships. Don't dwell on them excessively, but do take responsibility if you've uttered words you now regret. Demonstrating your remorse can pave the way for forgiveness, as those affected will appreciate your sincerity. At a time when the number of planets turning retrograde is increasing on a near-daily basis, including Jupiter, in his last full day in direct motion in your income sector before turning retrograde tomorrow, Venus is the one planet bucking that trend. After 6 weeks in retrograde motion in a playful and creative part of your chart, Venus turns direct today, just as planets are turning retrograde across the income, work, and career fronts. This is taking the urgency out of this professional year just as Venus wakes to put more focus on the playful and creative side of life's fence. While enticing investment opportunities may come knocking at your door, exercising patience is paramount. Hidden facts, potential pitfalls, or inconvenient surprises could lurk beneath the surface. Rushing into investments may lead to unforeseen consequences. Remember that patience is a virtue, especially when dealing with financial transactions. It's wiser to bide your time and gather all the necessary information before making any commitments. Your social life might encounter some turbulence as you feel slighted by friends and family or find yourself embroiled in arguments. Take a moment for introspection. Perhaps you're placing unrealistic expectations on your loved ones. Consider stepping back and addressing issues through open communication, rather than pushing for your own way at all times. A balanced approach to your relationships will help restore harmony and understanding.